Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to baseball right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and Robbie Ray is no longer injured for the Seattle Mariners as we look to take down Houston in Game 4 of a 4-game set right before the All-Star break. If you'd like to keep up with the Mariners action here in MLB The Show 23, best way to do that is to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and you'll be up to date on it. Tomorrow we'll have the Home Run Derby for you. Tuesday we'll have the All-Star Game. Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be off. Friday, we'll be back in Seattle with baseball against the Detroit Tigers. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully we have a good one. Hopefully you enjoy the game. All that good stuff. Welcome on in. We are 86-20, which is absolutely absurd. Like, unbelievable that we are playing this well. Most importantly, though, and applicable to yesterday, is we've been playing very well in tight games. You can see here in the month of June, we have a 3-2 victory, a 4-3 victory, another 3-2 victory, a 1-0 victory against Houston, San Francisco, and Tampa Bay. Some of these games haven't always gone our way, especially in the last season. You know, kind of things get tight and I get over anxious and kind of blow the opportunity. But we've been really good in one-run games. We had 2 one-run games against New York, 1-0 victory over Washington. It's rare. The Baltimore game is rare. The 6-5 loss in extra innings, all that sort of stuff. So that's been so much improved, and we've been able to come back from losses with victories. I think the longest losing streak we have is 3 games, maybe 4. And that's been really great. Very surprised that we are at, 68-20 to be able to consistently play well on defense, even with the new mechanics that are in play. We've weathered some injuries. We've weathered some comebacks. It's been a great season. It's been a great pre-All-Star season, All-Star break season, and we'll hope to continue with what is going to be a pretty interesting start to the back half of the season after the All-Star break. Detroit is a team that we should probably take care of, but the Twins, this game loves the Twins. The show loves the Twins. We're going to see them and Toronto for 10 straight games. 10 straight games. So that could be, that's going to be very interesting to watch. Toronto swept us in Toronto, including almost a perfect game. But back to what we're focused on now. Robbie Ray, he'll be back on the mound today. 13-2 with a 1.70 ERA, taking on Framber Valdez, 6-5 with a 2.76 ERA. Robbie Ray healthy just in time to make the start. I was debating tinkering around with the lineup, or the rotation, starting rotation, trying to figure out who would be the best play today to not throw them off too much for their next start, but also not using them too soon after their previous start. The baseball gods have deemed that we don't even have to worry about it. Not even a worry. What I am worried about, though, is the offense. The offense has been has been held in check for the last couple of games. We got some runs off the first pitcher that we saw in game 1 of this series, and since then it has been very inconsistent. I think we got 4 runs off of him through about 3 innings, and then it's just plummeted. So that's a bit of a worry. Hopefully we can figure that out. We have a left-handed pitcher today. Now, I actually really liked the infield lineup that we had yesterday. So see what we can do here. Crawford. See, Mateo is technically the better player. But I love J.P. Crawford. I just love him. However, he can play third base, which means that we can kind of boost the speed a little bit and DH someone like Ty France. And then first base was Suarez in the lineup. Yes, up there. And then third base was Crawford. And I think second base. Mateo's cold. Let's restart this. Let's just restart this. Let's see where our lineup is sitting here. Ty France is great. Ty France is great because he's a doubles machine. Suarez could probably use a day off, so that's actually probably a good play to switch him, and then take Suarez, put Mateo in there. There we go. Now it's making sense. Now it's making sense. I knew I made too many things unnecessarily complicated there. We'll have triple righties, Haggerty and Murphy. Left and right field. Haggerty is left field. So we can give Pollock the day as the DH. Hernandez should be fine for one more day before the All-Star break. Murphy's the catcher, even though he's cold. And then second base is Colton Wong. We could swap out Colton Wong with Dylan Moore for second base to give ourselves another right-handed hitter. And if they bring in right-handed pitchers, we could swap Colton Wong back in there. But I think this actually looks pretty okay. We'll have terrific speed at the top of the lineup, each 98 speed. Crawford, the lefty. I'm okay with him, and that's actually, let's do that. Let's throw Hernandez there, and we'll have a quad lefty lead off. That's fine. That'll work. I knew I did that too complicatedly. I knew something was going to get goofed up. Glad that I just took a second look at it, you know? Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Take a look and hit that subscribe button if you want more from me. Oh. Game of the week. Whoa. Look
it's
out.
Time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week.
For the game of the week.
Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. Hi, folks. John
We had a fancy thumbnail.
And
look at that.
Draft day,
oh, and that's
an
right.
Exciting day in terms of the future of the sport
we
and
are
the future
looking
of
at
these
the
teams.
sweep. Let's go.
What's changed in baseball is that draft picks are going to get to the big leagues a lot sooner. They're going to be tracked every step of the way, and they're going to be expected to have an impact. So for teams,
we will have 89 games done
there's
at the end of this video, which means we'll have
who did you select and how have
what,
you brought
63 more or something like that. No, that's not right. 73 more.
All right, we'll
after
be back
the All-Star
to get this
break.
One started after this.
Oh, some teams have way more games played
ready
too.
to get underway.
Framber
Today's
Valdez, he is
pitcher,
6-5, left-handed
Valdez.
pitcher, has 18, starts with a 2 with 7.60 ERA, 120.2 innings with 103 hits, 41 walks, 97 strikeouts, a WHIP of 1.19. See if we can get to him a little bit today.
Set to go. And stepping in for the
Oh, and
Mariners,
we have not used or had the MLB The Show theme for a while. Usually we just do the regional. This one was locked. Sinker at 96, curveball at 81, cutter at 85, circle change at 90, four seam at 96.
And a pitch
is what we're working with, or working against, I should say,
and we
today.
Are underway.
The Astros, 47-63, second in the AL West. They're 3-7 over their last 10 games, and we have done a good job to extend our lead in this American League West division. Okay, so a curveball way off the mark, a sinker. I'm guessing he's going to really want to work low in the zone. There's another sinker.
Framber Valdez had a great 2022,
just late.
An all-star, and of course as well, his Astros won the World Series. And it's even up.
Yeah, Boog, and an ERA of under 3, pitched over 200 innings, and looks like they were easy innings for him, and finished 5th in the American League.
At least fouling some things off here. That's good news for me. Houston had a major bullpen game. Ooh, damn, that was a missed pitch. I looked over to check the recording and make sure it was fine, and I missed a pitch.
5 foul balls in this.
Gotta be really careful here to not get into too much of an auto swing mode.
They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you
not
found
a great
out about being drafted.
Not a great piece of contact there to lead to an out. But he threw 10 pitches in that bat alone. That at bat alone.
On the internet and network sports and everything else, you find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So Regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
Curveball is really giving me trouble. It's probably the pitch that I would worry about the most. 96 to 81, and both of those have been slower.
And now it's
third curveball. That one's right at 80.
Really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
That one missed.
That was a strike. That was a strikeout right there. Oh my goodness.
Here comes a 3-2. Now fly ball to right center.
I think unfortunately that will be an out.
Dives, but it's off his glove.
Wow, okay. All right. Baseball is weird.
Hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. To
Baseball's
me, it's
weird.
just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
God, curveball.
And
Fuck.
he chases that one below the
Stop
zone.
it.
Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, a changeup.
Another fucking
and he works in
curveball.
a four-seamer.
A lot of
Sean,
times you'll see a pitcher
for the
maybe
love
double
of
up
God.
on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Rodriguez, the base runner at first with 1 out. Caught him looking for the
Yeah. Man,
Ty
everything.
France up next for the Mariners. What a season it's been for him.
I think
He
he's
has
looking for
supplied a
that
lot of power and
that
average.
mistake pitch.
Back over to first.
Will you
And
stop?
he's back again. And first offering is fouled off.
And it's a curveball. It's a curveball. I can't slow down for it. Wasn't really going to do anything with that anyway because I was looking a little higher in the zone.
2 outs. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit. 2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
On the ground to
It
third.
was a sinker.
Sends it to Lee. Out number 3. Mariners leave 1. Now here
It's going to
come the
take so
Astros.
much
No
effort
score. It's
to
Major League
like
Baseball
to slow
on the
down on
show.
that curveball. We're going to have to rely on some mistake pitches.
Back here at Minute
Not
Maid
the start I
Park.
was looking for.
And towing the
13-2
slab,
record
Robbie
here for
Ray.
Robbie Ray in 17 starts. A 1.70 ERA. 105.2 innings pitched. 96 hits, 6 walks. 121 strikeouts and a .96 on the whip.
Bottom of the first.
Walks
And
or
stepping
hits.
in for the
Walks and
Astros,
hits per
Jose
inning.
Altuve.
Hit. It's like pretty rare that we have.
Slice to right. Lunges.
Woo!
Got it.
Nice grab. Pretty rare that we have a starter with a
Michael
whip over
Brantley
1.
stands in. Just 1 for 12 in the series coming in.
We have a slew of left-handers to deal
Brandner
with.
checks
Wow,
his
he went.
swing,
I did
appealed
not
to
think he
third,
went.
And he
Holy
went
moly.
around, says Ricky Holiday.
68 and
The wind
20.
of the pitch. And that's in for a strike. The other way. No trouble here.
Haggerty
Puts
with
it
a
away
nice
for the
grab
out.
there. Didn't
It
run
is
the
2
cleanest
down.
route.
Hey, man,
Got out there a little
2
quicker than I was anticipating.
Excellent pace.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. Big time power. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Chris,
Wow,
it's pretty amazing
all
to think
five
that
Mariners
Jordan Alvarez
starters.
could actually be a Dodger. The Dodgers originally signed him in 2016, and a little over a year later, the Astros acquired him for Josh Fields. Pretty good deal for Houston. To the right side, and it gets by him.
I mean, just
Every now and then you'll
what
see
a
right
split
fielder
there.
try to throw out
Little
that
seeing
runner
eye
first.
grounder.
The hitter, he takes offense to it.
Well, nobody ever tried to throw you out at first.
just the second baseman every time I'd roll over on the ground.
So man aboard, Kyle Tucker now at the plate. That one laced to center and a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Just so
I don't think that was a particularly good pitch.
And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now here is Jeremy Pena. He steps on the bag.
Wow. Okay.
That ends the frame.
Kind of a weird play to end it, but
Astros.
2 hits given up in the first inning might be a little cause for concern, but we'll try to dial it in. I mean, we got that really nice out on Altuve.
Back here in Houston, here's the third baseman, J.P.
I forgot I filled my water before I started recording this video, and I almost spilled it everywhere.
Valdez back to work.
J.P. Crawford, half of the hits in yesterday's game.
And a foul ball. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Low. That's the pitch. That is the pitch you're looking for. That curveball way up in the zone. And just a miss. An absolute miss.
This one blasted.
That one's missed too. Let's go. Kind of sold out that he was going to make that mistake again. I don't know if maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was intentionally trying to get that kind of pop out.
Put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
That's when I feel like good in the game. Like game 2, we won 3-2. And a couple of those home runs, or the 2 home runs we had with Trammell, were like, man, I got real lucky in that pitch was thrown in that spot when I swung at that time. More luck than good. That one felt good.
So up next,
and does feel good to get A.J. Pollock rolling.
That one finds the zone.
I kind of doubt that he'll go high in the zone like that. Intentionally or not.
Good eye right there. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of looking up in the zone. Like I want it up there, but
to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised.
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to.
That was a surprisingly close call.
That's foul to the right side, keeps the AB going. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Damn.
Sends it to Lee.
The circle changeup probably would have been ball 4, but
now it's Tom
nothing
Murphy.
doing there.
Good
Didn't
power,
throw a curveball in that previous at-bat.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Now 1-1.
He's throwing in some circle change sinker. Got lit up on that curveball and has not thrown it since. There it is. There it is. That was actually a really well thrown curveball right in the bottom corner. Absolute dot.
That misses, and it's 2-2. And another ball.
We are making him throw a lot of pitches, which is good.
So now 3-2. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
That's a base hit. It's a little single there on a curveball.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
Yeah, Tom Murphy also doesn't play a ton, so his last 10 games could extend back to spring training.
Drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Colton Wong up to hit.
Oh, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I thought I saw what he was going to do, and I did. I didn't get it quite as well as I wanted it to, but...
Back here at the ballpark, and now the center fielder, Pedro Leon.
The center fielder, Pedro Leon.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And that's down and away.
Outside. Oop, this was not the pitch I wanted to throw, but we'll work with it. What I wanted to do was throw the circle change, which I have been throwing an oddly consistent amount of.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, foul off first. France squeezes it, and there's one down.
Batting 7, the first baseman,
Here's Corey Lee. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
That was not really what I was looking for there, but I will take it.
In there at the
There
knees
we
for a
go.
Love how vocal the umpire
Oh,
is
there he
today.
did. He got traded.
No doubt.
He got
In
traded to
hitter's
the
mind,
Phillies.
catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
It's a multi-episode
as to
plot.
the conviction in the call.
He goes
Wow,
down
okay.
looking.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was so
He
confused.
just never got the bat off the
Duran,
shoulder. I mean, you gotta
whoever
go
that
there
was,
looking to swing at some point, especially once you're
for the
down
Phillies,
0-2. And
he
at that
played for
point, make an
Minnesota
adjustment, look to put the ball in
until
play if it's anywhere close.
Friday.
I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Tyler Whitaker up next for the Astros.
Fascinating.
First offering, and it just misses.
Because they were like, oh, so-and-so took the league lead in the AL lead in saves, and it was a White Sox pitcher. And I was like, oh, that's kind of wild. And then they showed it.
Mateo.
I was like, oh, he's not even on the list anymore. What the heck? You get traded? You get injured?
The Astros, they're down 1-0.
It's going to be nice to be at home. Some of these games have gotten kind of long because you have to play that extra half
Mateo
inning.
now
Ugh.
grounded out
Oh,
his first
woe is
time.
me. My video games
We're
take too
talking
long to
about guys
play.
with good
Oh,
speed,
oh
and
no.
definitely he has it.
Whatever could I
Pushing
do?
the offensive side for just a second, Chris. It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh,
Wow,
can't pick it
okay.
up cleanly.
He's still going back to that curveball. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing it a little bit better. It's a nice base hit from
Julio
Mateo.
Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
It is just a little
And
grounder,
he's
so I
already
gotta try and get
singled in this
real
game.
low.
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat automatic.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
I will take that strike. It was a curveball way up in the zone, probably.
When you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe
Probably
more
could have
than
had it,
anything,
but
prevents
keeps me
teams
out of the
from
double
just
play.
Testing him, thinking that they can even.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And it's off the wall. Throw cut off, now to the plate. In there.
Got
He
him!
scores.
Got him in there,
It's
safe!
2-0.
Mateo!
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add it
Stupid
all.
Crawford box. Might have actually... Whew. It was really close. Hell yeah.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The game,
His
again,
first
thinking
at-bat
like,
was a strikeout.
he's figuring it out. He's got it.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds.
And a nice successful steal as well. Probably could have done some real damage with that curveball way up in the zone with Rodriguez, but enough damage anyway. Doesn't matter.
He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that
That's
pitch
fine.
is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
We still have the option to manufacture the run as well. That's
Next
a
offering is
curveball way
fouled
up
back.
in the zone. Just like, bam.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Rodriguez coming home. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
These are some of the hits that we haven't been getting in this series.
I really like
Little
that
just
swing, man.
seeing
He
eye
didn't just push it the other way
grounders.
through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Ty France up next for the Mariners. First time up, he grounded to third. In there, and it's 0-1.
That was a
France,
really
an
well-placed
all-star
curveball.
season ago, 28 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Runner at first with no outs here.
Oh, late? Early? Early.
The 0-2. Keeps the at bat
Foul it
going
away.
with a
That's
foul
fine.
ball.
Switch to a contact swing there to at least try and keep the at-bat alive. Everything's been right on the bottom of the zone.
That misses
That's
the
fine.
zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
We have him at 57 pitches through 2. Not 2 point anything, just 2.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tucker grabs it on the run.
The third baseman, number 4.
Thing is, I don't know that they have the bullpen to really deal with this sort of like
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
starter
Popped
usage.
out to left his first time. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0.
They used a lot of their pitchers yesterday.
Ground ball right side could be 2. Good feed. That's 1.
Yeah.
And that's 2.
Little slow roller on
So
a
2 runs
on a
on 3
sinker.
hits.
That's all right.
No errors.
That's
no
all
one
right.
left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros nothing. Martin Maldonado up to
Leading
hit.
up for the Astros, the catcher, Martin
And the pitch.
Maldonado.
Well, after picking up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And there's the strike.
Ooh, that circle change was not where I wanted it. You can't go a little sinker action?
The next offering misses.
Just
and
off the
it's
plate.
1-2.
Damn.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he deals. Fights it off. You'll see another.
All right, what do we do here? 7 pitches. Do I throw? Knuckle curve. Okay.
The 1-2. And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. That's in for
There
a
we
strike.
go.
Brantley measures
Nice
6
spot
feet
on the
2
slider.
inches, 210 pounds, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Next one misses.
That's a
and
good
ball
pitch to
1.
lay
Some
off
guys don't
of.
like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Astros are down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. So now the DH spot, A.J. Pollock. The solo homer his first time. Valdez back to work. And
He
that's a little
went
high.
back to it? Are you serious?
Swing and a line drive, slicing it to right field.
Oh,
Hauls it in for the
just laid on it.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Haggerty in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Oh
Back to
no.
right. Tucker should
Late
have
on the
it.
sinker.
Hauls it in, 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. So here's Murphy now. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Oh,
Bounced up the
Sean,
middle.
no. You can't bail him out with
First,
an inning
and
like
will end the inning.
that.
Nothing doing
Oh,
for the offense
no.
that time. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros nothing. Yordan Alvarez
Leading up
up next for the Astros.
The left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
The wind of the pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. Now the 0-1. And it's strike 2. To the right side. France takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that is cut on and missed. Slider right there.
These guys have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Next offering is in for a
Little
strike.
ambush tactics.
To the right side, Wong sends it to
There
first.
we go. Nice snag.
And Tucker is retired.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jeremy.
And now Jeremy Pena, 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. In there for strike 1. Jeremy
That
Pena,
is a
Chris, what a
very
story.
surprising
2022 and the impact he had in the
strike call
playoffs.
right there.
He was not only the ALCS MVP, but he was also the World Series MVP when the Astros won it all. Back to the mound. Throws to first.
Ooh, he
And
really
that
had to
is
turn and
that.
throw on that one.
Astros go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. And now it's going to be
Leading off
Colton
the Mariners,
Wong.
The second baseman,
Okay, slow it down here a little bit. We're kind of bailing them out,
I think what's so
which actually
impressive
isn't
is that
maybe
he
my
had some
best
really
idea.
big shoes to fill, and Carlos Correa
Letting them just get
departing
into
as
the
a free
bullpen where they bring in
agent,
dudes who throw 100
this
miles
kid
an hour
looked like he'd been in the
routinely.
big leagues for a much longer time than he had. Very impressive on both sides of the ball.
Oh, god damn, curveball way out of the zone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Jorge Mateo. Fought off foul.
Another curveball. Slow down. We're giving him more confidence in it. You can see him bringing it back in here.
And a foul
That's a
ball.
sinker. That was a ball
The
I
offense
just
needs to
need to
start
let go.
showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
What are you
Next
talking?
pitch
Are you
misses
watching the same game?
outside.
He has
Ball
71 pitches.
And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down
Valdez
in the zone
has
to even the count up
consistently
at 2-2.
let us back
Such
into
a
the
better
count.
feeling for
I
the
mean, that's at least a 3-1 count, maybe a 4-pitch walk.
Next pitch misses, and the count's full. And he walked him.
Wow, he actually made that pretty easy.
Boo, do
Even
you
with a
think you
couple
could
of
draw
not
a
great
walk in
swings
the
in there,
bigs
still
if
able
you
to
gave
draw
enough at-bats?
or work a walk.
That's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Next pitch is downstairs. Now snap throw to first.
Not going to steal this time around.
Mateo over at first with one away. That's ripped. Base hit.
Base hit, base hit.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Would have been nice to try and drive that a little more into the gap.
Well, he's
First to
really
third,
slowed
maybe
the game
second and
down,
third.
and it's like he's
We're in a bit of a
moving at full
vulnerable
speed, and
spot here
everybody is a step
with how many
or
double
two
plays I have a
behind.
tendency to
The
hit
way that he
into.
squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing.
You can see how Altuve just not even worry about it. It had like right on cue.
That's what a good sinker's
Too much aggression
designed to
after
do.
a
Get guy
solid
rolled
piece
up
of
a little
hitting.
bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And up next for Seattle, Ty France.
God damn it.
Throws across the diamond.
God damn it.
And that is that. Mariners leave a couple.
Early
They
off
lead
the
at
end of the
3-0.
bat, I fucking, God damn it. So much fucking work to get on base to just watch myself undo
And
it
stepping
time
in for
after
the
time.
Astros, Pedro Leon.
The center fielder.
The pitch.
Leo.
Tap back to the mound. Gathers and throws to first.
I mean, with
And the
Hernandez,
leadoff
it's a
got
really bad
retired in the
swing.
fifth.
With
First baseman.
So next up for
What's it?
Houston, Corey Lee.
What am I thinking?
He was a
With Ty
strikeout
France,
victim his
I mean,
first
at
time.
least it's kind of like something you
It's
see
interesting, he
just
plays kind
a
of
little too
power
early.
spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not
Oh, the
expecting
circle
someone
change is
that
driving me
has
fucking
maybe above average
insane.
Speed, but he does. And a pitch. He swings and fouls one off.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move,
Only 3
during a
strikeouts
game,
in today's game.
surprised a lot of people.
A little
you
low,
might even
but-
be able to put him in center field.
It's all right.
Tyler Whitaker up next for the Astros. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That one's in
How is
there,
that?
0-1.
It's 78% and it's like in the zone better. Ugh.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss.
There we go.
Had him out
Okay.
front for the strikeout.
Back-to-back
I think the key is arm
strikeouts.
action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford.
The third baseman.
Crawford, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013.
Sean.
And there's a foul ball.
Just a bad
These
swing.
Mariners doing
A
good
bad
job of simply
swing.
getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that strikeout
You've only
number
struck out twice.
100 on the year.
Yeah, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Pollock lays off down low.
It's
as he
way
kicks
too
in
late.
for the third time. Next
God
offering
damn,
is
he is
in for a
really
strike.
taunting me with that curveball up high. A little surprising, especially with the
Line to
damage
kick the
Pollock's
pitch.
already done.
That one off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. 3-1, and
Okay.
he couldn't come up with it.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not
Now
saying
back.
that's the reason for
The
this
left fielder.
walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ballgame today. New arm when we come back. New pitcher now, Hector Neris.
Hector
It's gonna be a
Neris
pretty
coming in,
critical
1-4
point in
with
this
29
game.
in
He's
29
the guy to
appearances,
keep him within
9 holds at
striking
29 innings pitched, 5.90 ERA, 28 to 17 strikeouts to walks. Lefties batting significantly
first,
better
Sam
than
Haggerty
righties.
up
Now they
next
are
for
going
the
to have a
Mariners.
lefty hitter here, but it is Sam Haggerty, and it is
Neris,
his
a righty that throws with power,
lesser
33
power
years
position.
old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That catches the
There's a
top part of the
fastball
zone.
up.
Strike
Okay.
one.
Where do you
97 on a
begin with the talent
four-seam,
we've seen
87
from
on a
the Dominican
splitter,
Republic?
97 on a
Why,
sinker,
Big
90 on a
Papi,
slider.
Pedro, the list goes on and on.
Pollard leads off first with 1 away.
Good news is just late on that fastball. We've been too late on most of them throughout
Off
this
the mark
series.
there. It's a
Everything's
ball
been a
and 2
fastball here.
strikes.
Really susceptible, or could be very susceptible to a splitter. Sinker, I feel like I'm probably going to be on.
The next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Slow roller up the middle.
It's a
Flips it
sinker
behind
out
his
of the
back.
zone.
Over to Altuve. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now back.
You wonder if he doesn't do that behind the back throw? Unless he absolutely had to. Haggerty's speed, though, coming through.
Tom Murphy up next for the Mariners. Now move to first. And he's back standing. Look out! And it hit him.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Slapped foul.
That was it. That was the pitch. Just too early on it.
Righty to the plate. Fouled off. He was late.
Damn.
2 outs. Couple
Damn.
of base runners at first
You
and
split the
second.
difference, and you're probably driving somebody home.
In the air, right side. That one gets down. for
All
a
right,
hit.
that
The
feels
throw in,
really
but it's
good.
offline.
Really,
And it's
really
4-0.
good.
Well,
Not
he
a
wasn't
great
afraid to
at
let
bat
two
though.
strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but
That is
he got
that's
the
a very
job
weird
done
at
right
bat.
there.
It feels good, but also like very lucky in a lot of ways, and feels kind of bad in some ways. Missed 2 pitches that I felt like I was like in the right
Back
spot
to the top
for.
of the lineup and stepping in for the Mariners.
Just enough
Jorge
power.
Mateo. Swing and a miss.
Too aggressive.
And that is strike 1.
And a little bit of 2-out damage here.
Two on, 2 outs. And that's
Outside.
outside.
I'll tell you, acquired from Baltimore in 2023. Yep. He sure did show up one day.
That's a base hit.
Nope, stay at third, stay at third, stay at third.
Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases
That was
now
not going to be
loaded
close.
with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took
we
the
do
ball
something with
straight
this?
to it. That's great work right there.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. And that's in there for strike 1.
That is a dotted
I'm surprised
sinker
we
right
didn't
there.
see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
Just missed.
1-1.
Pitch is in there. Going to count 1 and 2.
Oh,
Bases
boy.
loaded. 2 down.
I don't know what to do here. Inside, kind of low.
One and 2 here. Off
Way
the
outside.
outside edge, and now the count is 2 and 2. Good eye right there. Teoscar Hernandez.
Can we
in the
draw a
on-deck
walk
circle.
here? Yes, we can. Walk in a run. Let's
He got
go.
himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Mariners.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him
Some
right
guys,
now
some
at the
people,
plate,
like, yeah,
it's like
been really good with
everyone
runners
else
in
is
scoring
slow
position.
motion,
Then you look at
and
me.
He's in full speed.
That one ripped left field, way back there.
Break out
And
the
gone.
rye bread and mustard,
Grand
Grandma.
slam.
We have a grand
Teoscar
salami.
Hernandez hits one
I
out.
stopped
His
myself
17th
from
of the
talking about
year,
how
and the
terrible I
Avs
have
their
been
lead.
throughout the
It's
season with the
9-0.
with the
Singing,
bases
that's his
loaded,
150th
and it
career
paid
home run.
off.
Man, Boog, 150 trips around the bases. That's a lot. Congrats to him. I tell you what, this is a lot of
9-0
trotting.
Mariners.
Done a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in four.
2
Really good
out
job at the plate.
grand slam. That or who's the pitcher here? Are they Nearest? I believe Nearest is who they brought in. I think this is kind of
Here's a
paying
new
off
pitcher
from
the
yesterday's
pen, Ryan Stanek.
injury.
And he's
Not
done
that
a
it like I
great
should be
job
looking
keeping
at it
the ball
like
in the
that,
park
but
this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
yeah, he bailed out.
So two
He bailed
away,
me out
nobody on.
so
So now
kindly
it's the Mariner
by
cleanup
walking
hitter, Ty
Rodriguez
France.
to just give me an opportunity.
That misses, and that is ball 1.
So we won what? I think we scored 8, no, maybe 9 runs in the first 3 games total. We have 9 through the first 5 2/3.
At the belt and fires. Clips the corner, and the count 1-1.
And all of a sudden, I'm kind of on it with the fastball. I've been late on everything, it feels. That one I'm sure was late. Yeah. Really trying to bust him inside here?
Swing and a ball popped up. And that will drop foul.
Late on.
Some real good
That
line
was
going through the zone on that one.
crushable.
The punch out there.
Yeah.
Down
I was looking for something off
strikes,
speed. That's on me.
And he knew it. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow. The grand slam home run. It's now 9-0. Major League Baseball is on
a little surprising that grand slam went that way. That wall has given me so much trouble throughout the seasons that I've done this.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Martin Maldonado. Grounded out his first time up. Ray,
Good to see a no-doubter over that way. Second one over that wall.
The lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1-2 now.
There we go.
Struck him out.
And that is the plan here. I really want to try and get aggressive. We can give up runs. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously, we don't want to let them back in the game or anything, which has happened with a run, with a lead of a touchdown to the New York Yankees, where we gave up 5 runs, and it was like, oh, what the hell is happening? Please stop.
There's the strike.
But there's no reason for me to be anything other than aggressive in the zone here.
That misses off the outside edge.
Bad pitch.
That one is hammered right field. Hernandez drop step going back.
Slams at the wall.
Well, that takes a lot of concentration to haul it in when you know that wall is about to stop you in your tracks. Really nice play and nice focus right there.
Brantley is 1 for 14 in the series. And
that
I mean, there is not a player I feel worse for. Just the number of small contact hits like that, where it's like a slow roller and you just can't outrun it. Slow exchange on a double play and you just can't outrun it. Poor guy. But that's okay. That's okay. We have held the Houston Astros to 2 hits. We have scored 9 runs on 10 hits.
JP Crawford.
And we have J.P. Crawford up here. J.P. Crawford 0 for 3. Had a really nice game yesterday, but...
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Alexis Diaz, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Oh, 1 down.
Inside, ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Not terrible timing. I don't know that we've seen a splitter or a slider yet.
Here's a 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
I mean, that was strike 3 right there.
And the righty deals. And now the count filled up 3-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Pena makes
good
the
timing,
catch.
just under it. Huh?
And there's one away.
I just kept waiting for him to throw something off speed, so I kind of cheated a little bit more toward the low part
now
of the
it's
zone.
Mariners DH, A.J. Pollock.
But maybe just don't
He's
worry about
already
it.
homered in this game. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Kicks and deals. And there's a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
It's softly on the ground left side. On the run, sends it over to first. And 2 away
Fastball's
to
a
start
little
the
lower
7th.
in the zone than I was anticipating.
The left fielder, Sam Haggerty.
Yeah, the batter now, Sam Haggerty.
With this, if we can maintain and win this game, we will push Houston to a tie
First
with
pitch,
the
and he just
Angels.
misses.
that could potentially get them out of the wild card. You can see the Angels half a game back in the AL wild card. The Tampa Bay, oh my gosh, Sean.
And the count even 1-1.
Tampa Bay Rays sitting there as well.
You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, and try to climb the ladder.
Here's a 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. The 2-2 on the way. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the M's 9 and the Astros nothing. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
We might be in. I think we're in an even luckier position than I maybe thought we were.
Game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base. That's in there. 0-1.
Early in the pitcher count, yesterday? You have to be real careful because of that power. But then, if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Logan Gilbert got hit in the back of the head with a pitch yesterday, and so we didn't really have to use much of our bullpen. I think we used a couple of guys. I think we used 2. So we got lucky that our injury was not more severe that would have required us to use more pitchers and have more of a bullpen problem, which I think is what Houston has a little bit. I don't know that they really wanted to leave the pitcher in that gave up all those runs as long. Of course, it is helpful for us at least, and not great for them when Valdez can't get super deep into the game. Though we did give him a free inning or 2 with some really bad at-bats. God, I'm looking. Hey, see you later, Kyle Tucker. Thanks for playing. 7 strikeouts on the day. Now we're starting to rack up the strikeouts a little bit. That's what I like to see.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, on the mound,
and Robbie Ray's coming off of an injury as well.
An outcome, it seems like within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Next offering is down low, and it's 1-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know what? We're gonna go with a little
wind
slider.
Pitch. Out towards right center field. Hernandez
Oscar with a run on that, or a read on that, I should say.
For the out. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for Houston.
8, 9, and 1 hitters coming around for the Mariners.
Deficit.
Still 9-0. Maybe not the game of the week you thought you were getting, huh? I think this happened with Atlanta. We were the game of the week at the 3rd game of the Braves series, and it was like, oh, this was not a good game at all. Or maybe it was. Who knows?
The right-hander back to work. And there's a ball. The Astros have some action in their pen. Ryan Presley preparing to come on if needed. Martinez getting loose as well.
We definitely were the game of the week for Game 3 against Atlanta.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
Similar situation. A victory. I was a 4-seam right down the middle. A little too interested in looking at my own footage. He has no energy here.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck.
Damn.
Pulls it in on the
early on it. That's a little surprising.
Now it's the second baseman, Colton Wong. That hits the dirt. 1-0.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And
What? You can't be afraid of what now?
And now
Afraid
the
of
lineup
contact?
turns over with 1 away.
From a guy who has some pop, some
Couple
power,
hits in a row for him here.
and is sitting in the
Everything
9
was on
spot
time
because
and
he
fluid in that
was a
swing.
left-handed
Got a pitch
starter?
He could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the shortstop at
And they are
the
going to
plate.
just
Jorge
run this
Mateo.
guy out of gas. I mean, why wouldn't you? Obviously, don't injure him or anything, but
And that one is inside ball 1.
got the All-Star break coming up. You're well out of this game.
In the dirt. To second, pulls him off the bag. Wong into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Hey, look at that.
Right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Bounce back to the mound. Now the throw to first on the run. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Probably a smart play by Colton
And
Wong to
stepping
not
in for the
go for
Mariners,
third.
Julio Rodriguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wong stands at second with 2 gone.
A little higher in the zone than I was anticipating.
Right-handed reliever. And now 1
That's
and
all right.
2.
That's all right.
2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Rodriguez
Ooh,
started
man.
after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first,
That's all right.
and that's
That's
a
all
strikeout. Matthew Ross says
I know
he
you want to be
around.
competitive,
One
you know,
left for
from
Seattle,
beginning to end,
they're
but
still in command.
sometimes you go like,
9-0.
do we really need to keep doing this? We need to keep going.
So digging in, Pedro
Leading up
Leon.
for the Astros, the center
Ray.
fielder,
Well, I wonder if
Into
we'll
his
have any
inning of work,
participants
Siggy. He's
in
been
home run
good.
derby.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
This one high in the air to left center. Haggerty. As this one
I was thinking
sized
about
up, he
previous
makes the
All-Star
grab.
games that we've had
And there's one
on
down.
the channel.
Pitch count
And
in
there was,
great
there was one
shape.
time,
It seems you might have a chance
I think
to
it was
finish it.
Kikuchi
first baseman.
made the All-Star team because I was like, I performed very well with him.
With a pair of strikeouts.
And they brought him in. It's like, oh, it's All-Star. You say Kikuchi. And then he just got
Swing and a line
rocked.
drive, base
I
hit
felt
out of the
so
center
bad.
field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
But I'd imagine we have a
Waiting
pretty
around
good
right
number of
there. He was
All-Stars in the
ready to
game.
swing it on the
Third
first pitch.
baseman.
All-Stars in
That's
the
about
All-Star
as
game.
close
I
as it
don't
gets. Got
know
his
about the
stride
home run
out
derby.
of the way
So
early,
I'm excited to watch
stayed
that.
inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting.
I know
a
in Seattle
In the
Monday,
box now, no balls
Pete
and a strike.
Alonso and Julio Rodriguez rematching.
That one hooked foul.
I don't have anybody up in the bullpen, by the way. We can work with righty. You know what? Let's warm up. They have a string of lefties that we might be able to work against, and we can warm up Castillo as well.
The 0-2 knocks that one away, and
Why
we'll
the
do
fuck
it
did I
again.
throw a slider? What on earth was I thinking?
And a pitch. And that
Just
misses.
missed. Circle change.
On the ground right side, 4. The underhand flip. Wow. Over to second, and it's a double play.
Hey,
to end
turns
the
out it doesn't
inning.
even matter.
This one pretty well decided.
Doesn't
at this
even
point.
matter.
Through 8 full, it's the M's.
Hey, stop putting me on your game of the
and
week.
Astros nothing.
I think we've seen 2 of them, and they have both been blowouts. Nice underhand flip, bare hand grab right over to first. Bing, bang, boom, double
The
play.
Astros
Let's
turn to
go.
a new arm on the mound,
Alexis
Diaz.
Diaz. I don't know why I said that. 38 games with a 2-0 record.
That might not be a factor
2 blown
in
saves.
terms of being rusty,
29 for
but
31
he
saves and
should
opportunities.
definitely be well
Very
rested.
good. 39.1 innings pitched with a 1.60 ERA.
And now the right
And just give him a little bit
fielder,
of,
Teoscar Hernandez.
keep him in the rhythm,
He's already homered here in this one.
especially right before the All-Star break.
Diaz,
98 mile an hour,
a
4-seam
6'2"
fastball,
righty,
a slider at 89,
26 years old.
2-seam at
And
96.
he was born in Puerto Rico. Pitch misses, ball one.
Puerto Rico doesn't just produce baseball talent, it produces Hall of Fame talent from Roberto Clemente to Pudge Rodriguez.
That's ball 2.
Good eye right there.
2 balls, no strikes.
Righty delivers.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he came right
Way
out
too
challenged
late.
him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's
3
head a
balls,
little bit.
1 strike.
The wind of the pitch. And there's ball 4.
Okay. Don't know that I deserved
Well, that's a
that
really
last
good take
ball,
right
but that's
there,
all
and
right.
That's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Oh,
Maybe a 2
right
ball,
to him.
5, 4,
Damn.
3. And they turn the double play.
0 for 5,
I
Ty
think there's always
France.
something pretty about watching a
Weird.
5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was
Man,
nice.
Ty France and
Down the third baseman,
J.P. Crawford. 0 for 9 so far.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss
Wow,
as he was
okay.
late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated.
I was not looking
That's
for it.
a
I was looking for the
confidence
slider
boost
low
for
in the
this guy
zone.
out there on the mound. See if he continues.
That's
to
what I
climb
was
the
looking for. The previous pitch. God dang it. Come on. Hey, little, almost light there.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Whew,
And
almost
misses
bailed me out of it.
inside. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right-hander kick steals.
That's outside.
Outside. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
This is such a waste of everyone's time.
Next
So
pitch is
Crawford
popped up.
and France, a combined 0 for
That is
10.
the third out of the inning.
I would not have guessed
Bottom
that.
of the
Must have
ninth
gotten
coming
some.
up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break.
Obviously, we got some power from some different places today. I think I performed a little better with
Here's the
Teo.
catcher,
Teo and
Martin
Rodriguez. Mateo.
The catcher, Martin
And he deals.
Maldonado.
Swings through that one.
Mateo
out
and
for
Rodriguez
that
were
guy.
both really
Guys throwing a lot of first
performed
pitch
very well
strikes.
today.
As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Goes down
Wow,
lefty.
that is a generous strike.
Didn't agree with the call at the plate right
I mean,
there.
it doesn't
In
matter,
a game
but
like this, that's just too close to
The
take.
second
It's a
baseman,
blowout game.
Jose.
Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
I mean, it's on
So
the
the Houston
tip of the
lineup
zone.
turns over. And next to hit for
Top of the
Houston,
zone.
Jose Altuve. Just
that's out.
missed.
I love perfect pitches that are out of the zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. And now the lefty. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-2. Into center. Rodriguez settles under it. 2 down.
It's the most comfortable I've felt
The designated
at the dish and
Astros down to their
defensively.
last out. Here's Michael Brantley
Kind of fitting that this guy's going to have
in there, and it's 0-1.
probably a terrible at bat to end it. Brantley, a miserable.
On
And
the
it,
corner
like,
for a
the, obviously the
strike.
stats
And he's
very
just
much.
dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
The next offering
just
misses. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a
87
really
total
good take
pitches.
right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Things a little bit
Next pitch is
ballooned in
popped
a
up.
4-game
France has
series.
a beat on it.
What is happening?
He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners
Why?
get a
So it
shutout
gave
on
me
the
France,
mound.
but then Ray
It's
walked
become
over.
increasingly difficult
What in
to
the
pull a
hell?
complete game shutout because
All right.
of all of the offensive prowess
There we go.
that these hitters are showing around
like
the
my
league
little
today. But he had total
bam there?
command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end.
We did it.
Nice win.
9-0,
9-0 your final
4-game
in this
long
one.
sweep
And the road
of the
team
Houston
picks up the win
Astros.
and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton
Wow.
and our entire outstanding crew here
Wow.
at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Got off to a good start with Pollock here in his solo home run. The curveball was giving me a lot of trouble early. Then he got away from it, which was pretty nice. Rodriguez drove in a run that we were able to get Rodriguez around to score. But that 6th inning was just a monster. Monster 6 with 6 runs scored, 4 on the grand salami, a run that we walked in, and I forget the other one. Them. I'm so glad they put that replay in there. Robbie Ray, complete game shutout, 3 hits, struck out 8 in the win. Valdez, he gets the loss, 5.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts. Walked 2, only got 3 earned on his line, but obviously when you don't score any runs, you can't get that pitcher out of that situation, so he does take the loss today. Teoscar Hernandez, 2 for 4, with a grand slam, an additional ribby in there somewhere. Rodriguez, 3 for 4 with a double, knocked in, 2 scored twice. Pollock was 1 for 3 with a solo blast. Jorge Mateo, 2 for 4. So 2, 3, 6, 8. 8 of the 11 hits there in the notable players. Unfortunately, a couple guys pretty big O-fers, Ty France and J.P. Crawford specifically, each going 0 for 5. But hey, that's how it goes. That's a long sweep. That's a 4-game sweep of the Houston Astros, a good team. I was kind of worried going into this series that we were going to struggle with them, and we did in spots. We got 2 one-run victories. But overall, the 5-1 victory felt good. The 1 run they scored was garbage. We led the second game 3-0 for most of it, and then Altuve got him on the board late in that game at the bottom of the 9th, but we were able to wiggle out of that. The most impressive game is the Saturday game, yesterday's game, 1-0 victory. Just being able to not budge and fall apart. We had a couple opportunities where we probably would have ended up losing that game, but we were able to wiggle out of some scenarios, some situations, and post a victory. And then today, got off to a good start. Hey, 3-0. I felt really good with that. And then we scored a couple more, including the walked-in run. And I was like, all right, cool, we're good. Then, hey, why not a grand slam just for fun? Whew. All right, we are now a very nice 69-20. Nice. We drop Houston to 47-44. We increase our lead in the division to 23 games. 2-8 in their last 10 are the Astros. 6-4 are the Angels. Let's advance the day. Let's do that. Sure. Stop simulator. I just want to be able to watch the home run derby. That's all. That's all I want. That's all I want to do. I just want to watch it. Let's take a look here at the standings. Let's get you caught up. Obviously, you know what the American League West looks like because I look at it every single day with you. Over in the American League Central, this game loves the Minnesota Twins. I've talked about it a little bit pretty consistently recently because the Twins we're going to be seeing after the All-Star break. 4 at home and 3 on the road, or 3 on the road and 4 at home, whatever it is. I think I said the same thing backwards. Doesn't matter. The point is, every year we play this game loves the Twins. I think maybe the Guardians made a run last year, but the Twins ran away with it. At least in the first full season that I did it, and they love them now. So that should be a good series. They lead the White Sox by 4.5, the Guardians by 9.5, Tigers by 15.5, and the Royals by 18 games. The American League East has the Blue Jays on top, only a game ahead of the Yankees, 52-39 versus 51-40. The Rays are 6 games back, and then it gets a little bit a little bit worse. 41-48 are the Orioles, and the Red Sox are 40-51, 10 and 12 games behind, respectively. Taking a look at the wild card here, Astros, Angels, they are knotted up at 47-44. The White Sox are in that second spot. The Yankees in the 1 seed of the wild card round. The Rays and Rangers only a game out, and the Guardians looking good at 2.5 back. The National League East has the Mets on top by 3 games over the Braves, and then it's a pretty big gap there. Was that 9.5? Phillies, Marlins, Nationals all under 500. So it doesn't look like we're going to have really interesting races for the pennant races this season, but who knows what happens here in the back half. 4.5 games separate the Brewers from the Cardinals. 6.5 separate the Brewers from the Cubs. Reds 10 games under 500. Pirates a lowly 37-53. Last but not least, we have the National League West. Much like this game loves the Minnesota Twins, this game also loves the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hello? Can I talk now? Oh, my goodness. I didn't even yell that much today. 55-34. This game loves the Dodgers and the Twins, specifically. Dodgers, they look like they struggled kind of early on. They're 9-1 of their last 10. They're taking advantage of a Padres 5-game losing streak and a 3-7 in their last 10. They've extended the lead to 4.5 games here in the National League West. Padres were on top for a lot of the early bit of the season, but it seems like it's kind of gone back to the regular order. The Diamondbacks are just a game above 500. The Rockies and Giants both under 500, 9 and 11 games each. The wild card has the Braves, Padres, and Cardinals, so you could see some noise from an NL West team that isn't the Dodgers, but I would not be surprised to see the Dodgers in the World Series again. Diamondbacks are a game and a half out. Cubs, 2 games out. Phillies and Rockies. Reds. Weird. There are teams that are 7 games out of that last wild card spot that are big chunks under 500. 6 games under 500. All right, well, there you go. Wow, the Braves? The Braves are the number 1 ranked team, and they're 3 games behind the Mets. So it looks like this one seems to be separating in a weird way this season that I have not seen previously. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. We are to the All-Star break. We hit you with the Home Run Derby tomorrow. We'll hit you with the All-Star game on Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to the Home Run Derby and the All-Star game. Hopefully you are too. Scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos and you can watch those games. I will see you back here on Friday for a Big Ten game homestand, starting with the Detroit Tigers, which is the perfect way to get back into the swing of things before we face the Twins, the Blue Jays, the Twins, and I think the Rays. So big games coming up. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time for the Home Run Derby. Good sports. Go Mariners.